Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cameron. Today we are revisiting the age-old question, which two-color deck in cEDH is the best?
So we have Kinnan Combo, Lavinia Stacks, Yuriko Doomsday, and my own stupid version of Anya called Happy Anya, with no madness cards looking to win with Conspicuous Snoop. Now, real quick, if you're wondering why Get Rog Monster isn't in this list, we've already done this episode before, two-color decks. You can go watch that. These are other decks that are not those decks. So, just so you know. Begin!
Draw for turn, planes, mana vault, pass the turn. Draw a card, Polluted Delta, and pass the turn. Draw a card.
Graven Cairns, cast Sensei's Divining Top. Pass my turn.
Draw. Cast a Git Probe for 2 life. I'm going to target Nate with that Git Probe. Yikes. Alright, I will draw my card from the Git Probe. Misty Reinforce. Crack Misty right away. Getting a Trop. Cast a Mox Diamond. Discard a Mana Confluence. Play an Arcane Signet. I will pay 1 and cast a Birds of Paradise. Pass turn.
I will draw, play Inventor's Fair, and I will cast Rest in Peace. And I will pass the turn.
Draw a card. We are going to fetch. Get an Underground Sea. It's an unfortunate turn of events that we had to sequence it this way. We're going to cast Brainstorm. We'll cast Mox Diamond, discard Cephalid Coliseum, play a Snow Cover Island for turn, and we'll pass.
In my upkeep, I'm going to activate top. Keep them like that. Draw a card. Play a Verdant Catacombs, fetch, Swamp, Imperial Seal. This is the card that I will find for our top. Pass turn.
Draw. I'm going to play a Snow-Covered Island. Marrowleaf Pixie. I'm also going to cast a Lotus Petal.
So much mana.
So much mana, 1 card in hand. Pass turn.
Turning out to be very bad. Play my land for turn, and I will pass the turn.
I will draw. I'm going to cast Yuriko.
Oh, wow. All right.
Pass turn.
Draw a card. Cast Arachthos Signet. Pass my turn.
Slow game.
Yeah, I know, really.
Draw. Cast my commander. I will pass turn.
End of your turn. Swords to Plowshare. Kinnan.
Activate Kinnan. I'll hit a Spectral Sailor. Swords resolves.
I will cast Mangara. I will pass the turn.
Draw a card. Let's go to combat. Dylan, come at you for 1. All right, Yuriko, trigger. Reveal Sunken Ruins. I will play the Sunken Ruins. Cast a Ninja of the Deep Hours. I'm playing a draft deck. Go ahead.
In my upkeep, I'm going to activate Sensei's Divining Top. Put him back like this, and draw a card. I'm going to cast Pyroclasm. I was hoping that I could wait to get the Lavinia with this, but you're not drawing an island, so...
Cracking the Lotus Petal for 1 blue. Cast Flusterstorm. All copies pointing at Pyroclasm.
That's all I got. Pass my turn.
Draw. Cast Kinnan again, and then I'll pass turn. These are exiled, I'm sorry.
I will play Winter Orb. Pass the turn.
Draw. Play land for turn. Dylan, you're still wide open. Coming at you for 3. I get a Ninja of the Deep Hours trigger. Yuriko gets 2 triggers because I have 2 ninjas that hit you.
Yuriko really gets out of hand pretty quick. She really does. And it's really sad that there's so many bad cards that you have to play in order to get her going. But it's so, I think it's so rewarding if a commander is able to use kind of not great cards like this to be able to still churn through so much advantage.
Once you get the engine going, it really doesn't matter that the cards are bad. They turn really good once the synergies are on.
So first Yuriko trigger is a Dismember. You all take 3. And then the second one, Phantasmal Image. I have so many fucking cards in my hand. Now I don't know what to do. I'm going to cast my own copy of Mangara the Diplomat. Go to my cleanup step. Discard Liliana's Triumph. Get it exiled. Go ahead.
I will untap 1 land, draw a card, pass turn.
At the end of Dylan's turn, pay 4 life, cast Snuff Out. I'm going to target Kinnan.
Cast a Veil of Summer.
Pay another 4 life, and Dismember.
And I will draw a card.
Sure. Good to resolve Dismember. Good to resolve Veil of Summer. I'm going to use my floating green to cast Nature's Claim, targeting the Winter Orb.
Draw off my Mangara.
I would draw.
Untap. Draw. Cast Midnight Clock.
Okay.
I'm going to pass turn then.
Okay. Land for turn. I'll cast Lavinia. I will pass the turn.
Feels good to be able to untap everything. Draw for turn. We're going to start off by going to combat and hitting Dylan again. So we're going to draw a card off Ninja of the Deep Hours, and then we are going to have 2 Yuriko triggers again. First one is a land. Nothing happens for that. Second one is a Skull Snatcher. Everyone loses 2. We're going to get a Prismatic Vista down onto the battlefield. Cast said Skull Snatcher. Pass the turn.
Make a black and a red. Use the black. Activate top in your end step. Put him back like that.
I think I'm going to discard Chains and have that be it.
Upkeep. Draw a card. I'm going to cast Goblin Recruiter. I'm going to go search for any number of goblins. The goblins I'm revealing are Dockside Extortionist, Conspicuous Snoop, Torch Courier, and Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker. I can win like in 3 turns probably.
In your end step, activate Spectral Sailor to draw a card. Untap, upkeep, counter on the clock. Draw for turn. Guys, you made Kinnan really expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And cast Kinnan for the 3rd time this game. I will pass turn.
Upkeep, I will lose 1 life. Draw. I'm going to cast Brainstorm. Play my land for turn. I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to crack this for an island. Hard cast, Deadly Roleric, targeting Lavinia. Dylan, I am going to attack you with 3 ninjas. What do you have to say about that?
Nothing at all.
So that's a total of 5 damage you're going to take to start. I get a Ninja the Deep Hours trigger and 3 Yuriko triggers here. Wing Crafter, everyone take 1. Second one, Arm with the Ether, everyone take 3. Third one, Flusterstorm, everybody take 1. Play Dark Slick Shores for turn. Hope of Gearper. I think I'm also just going to cast Wing Crafter here. Wing Crafter is going to get paired with Yuriko. And then that'll be it. I'll only have to discard 1 card.
I draw a card off Mangara.
I guess it's going to be Commandeer. Go for it.
Draw a card. I'm going to use these to make black-red and use the black to make red-red. So we got 3 red here. And I'll use the first 2 for Dockside. 7 treasures and a red mana. Use the red and sacrifice 2 treasures for Anya. Falconwrath.
Oh, I draw a card.
So do I.
I would also like to point out, Mangara is...
Not bad.
I think Mangara is actually a good card.
Yeah, I thought it was bad. 4 mana for a draw engine seems like too much, even if it doesn't draw that many cards. But there it drew like 6 cards, kind of, for each
My
of these.
2 mana one drew me 4
Yeah,
cards.
yours was
which
great.
was really good.
I'll activate Anya to discard Azra Artsmaker to draw a card. Cast Conspicuous Snoop.
Force of Will, exiling Arm with Ether.
Yep, it's countered. 2 more treasures, and I'll cast Scroll Rack. Pass my turn.
Upkeep, our counter. Draw for turn. Cast Tezzeret the Seeker. I'm going to neg 3 Tezzeret to search my library for an artifact with CMC 3 or less.
I'm going to Chain of Vapor Kinnan.
I'm going to respond by floating 2 blue, and then I will pass on the Chain of Vapor. I'm not going to copy it.
Chain of Vapor resolved with that on the stack. Flash in Aven Mind Sensor.
I was afraid of that. Sure, that works. I will find Basalt Monolith. That's really lucky. I'm going to use one of my floating blue. Cast Kinnan.
We each get to draw off our Mangaras.
Tap Basalt Monolith for 4 colorless, and then put an activation on the stack to untap it.
I'm going to use my treasure and 4 life to dismember Kinnan in response.
I will cast Swan Song targeting Dismember.
I will cast Flusterstorm, targeting Swansong.
No response to Flusterstorm. Dismember is gonna resolve, but I'm gonna float green, green, blue, blue. Does this untap ability resolve? I'm gonna use 1 blue here and cast a Ponder. I'm gonna shuffle. Draw. I'm gonna use 1 green, cast an Elvish Mystic. Then I have 1 colorless and 1 blue and 1 green floating. I will use those 3 to put an hour counter on Midnight Clock. I will pass turn.
Upkeep, I will lose 1 life. Draw a card. I will play Teferi, Time Raveler, minus, and bounce Midnight Clock. I will play my land for turn. Juntu Stakes. Cam, you get to draw a card. Pass the turn.
Go to my turn. Only 2 of my creatures on tap here. I think what we're going to start off with is 4th Bridge Prowler. Enters the battlefield. We're going to kill this Aven Mind Sensor here. Filter black, blue, sacrifice the Prowler, and cast Diabolic Intent.
Draw a card.
Found the card. Go to combat. Attack Hope of Gearper to Teferi.
I will blow up your Underground Sea.
Alright, Underground Sea's down. Cast Thassa's Oracle. Trigger on the stack. Cast Demonic Consultation. Typical Cameron fashion now. Win the first game and then I'll lose the next 2.
Draw for turn. Polluted Delta. Crack that immediately from a Chop Island. Cast a Sorcery Speed Brainstorm. I will put these 2 cards back on top in this order and pass turn.
Draw for turn. Play Misty Rainforest. Pass.
Draw for turn. Play Polluted Delta. Cast Mox Diamond. Discarding Gemstone Caverns. That was my draw for turn. I'm not a terrible Magic player. Cast a Ginger Brute. I'm gonna hit Nate for 1. Pass the turn.
Draw a card. This is going to look very similar to last game, but I mulliganed a couple times, so I'm going to cast Sensei's Divining Top and pass my turn.
Draw. I'm going to play a Scalding Tarn. Crack that right away, losing 1 life. And I'm going to go find a basic ass island. Cast a Sylvan Caryatid. Pass turn.
Crack my Misty Rainforest.
I'm gonna crack my Polluted Delta while we're at it to save time.
Get a Hollowed Fountain. Tapped. Untap. Upkeep, I will draw. Play land for turn. I'll cast Ghostly Pilferer. Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna go to combat. Ginger Brute coming at Dylan. No blocks. Nope. Hold up. We're going to Commander Ninjutsu, getting Ginger Brute back to my hand. Yuriko is going to deal you 1 damage instead. All right, you'll take 1, and then Yuriko is going to reveal a Mana Confluence. So y'all take 0, but I am going to play that Mana Confluence. And, well, wouldn't you know it, guess who's coming back to visit some more?
The Brute!
Brute! Pass the turn. I can't roll my R's, so mine just sounded like this.
The Brute! In my upkeep, I'm going to activate top. I'll keep it like that and draw a card for turn. Play a Verdant Catacombs. Fetch with the Verdant Catacombs, a Swamp. I think I did this last game also. Cast Imperial Seal.
Yeah, you did.
This is like the same as my last. This is weird. Which is boring. I would rather have other cards, but I'm getting a different card this time. This one is different. I'll get this card, lose 2 life, put it on top, and then I'm going to pass my turn.
I was so excited to play this Anya deck, and so far I've done the same thing each time, and both times it's been not good. I really don't listen to me. Play the regular Anya deck with all the madness cards. My theory's stupid and bullshit. This deck sucks.
Draw. I will play a Snow-Covered Forest. Cast a Paradise Druid. Ship the turn.
I think he's scared to cast Keenan now.
Yeah, I'm absolutely scared to cast Keenan.
Draw a card. I will play land for turn. Cast Grim Monolith. Go to combat. Dylan for 2. Pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to go to combat. Nate for 2. Would you like to declare blocks?
No.
I'm going to ninjutsu in Ingenious Infiltrator. So you'll take 3. Ingenious Infiltrator will trigger 2 times, so that's 2 draws. Yuriko will trigger twice as well. Once for a land, and then twice for a land. Play a Marsh Flats. Ginger Brute. We will pass the turn, discarding Cavernous Souls.
So I know I just Imperial Sealed, but I'm still going to top in my upkeep here. 3. That's so funny. Oh my god, I hate this deck. Draw a card. Play a Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn.
Draw. City of Brass. I'm going to cast Kinnan.
All right. I will draw a card.
Green, green. Green, green. Green. Cast a Seedborn Muse.
In response, I'll crack this. Yeah, that's fine.
I will pass the turn.
Pay 4 life. Snuff out your Seedborn Muse.
Cast Flusterstorm. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4 copies, all pointing at Snuff out.
Such a shame. Okay, that happens.
I still have effects in end step. That all resolves. I wish I would have Red Elemental Blasted the Kinnan on the stack now that I saw the Seedborn Muse, but I will destroy it as a creature now.
Sure. Pass turn.
Untap.
Untap.
When this untaps, I will pay 2 to draw a card, and then I will draw for turn. I will play my land for turn, cast Fellow Warstone, and I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to fetch. Get a Watery Grave. Tapped. Go to combat. Attack Dylan. 4 damage. I get to draw 2 cards and then get 2 Yuriko triggers. Yuriko. Trigger 1 is a Memnite.
How much damage is that?
0 damage. Number 2. Chain of Vapor. That is 1 damage. Play a Morphic Pool. Just so that we don't have to like discard the hand size and shit. Cast Memnite. Cast Phantasmal Image. Targeting Seedborn Muse. Moth Dust Changeling. And pass the turn.
Untap.
Me too.
Draw a card. I'm going to put Dockside Extortionist onto the stack. 5. Fetch. Find a Blood Crypt. I'm going to activate top. Pass turn.
All right, draw. Cast a Thrasios. Pass the turn.
Tyler, I'm going to Chain of Vapor your Seedborn Muse.
Cast Delay targeting Chain of Vapor.
Miscast. Targeting Delay. This really should have been our M21 video.
Mana Drain Chain of Vapor.
You have a Mana Drain too. I have a Fierce Guardianship.
Wow.
Targeting Mana Drain.
Yeah, passing on Fierce Guardianship. Yeah, I'm good to resolve the Chain of Vapor. I will sacrifice City of Brass, and I will target your Seedborn Muse with Chain of Vapor, so it's sexed.
There it goes.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep, I will draw a card. Play Inventor's Fair. Sensei's Divining Top. Cast Narset. Harder of Veils. -2 her. Veil Mana Drain. I will then pass the turn.
Go to my turn. Let's draw. We're going to play Shizo. Not chorizo. I don't know how to read. We are going to give Yuriko Fear. Tap Memnite to give Moth Dust Changeling flying. And what the hell? We're going to Ginger Brute. Can only be blocked by creatures with haste. So now let's go to combat. Yuriko is going to come at Tyler. Changeling is going to Nate, but these 2 are going to Narset. No ninjutsuing. So that means that Narset goes down, which means that I'll still get 2 draws off of Ingenious Infiltrator. And then 2 draws, and then Yuriko trigger number 1 is Mystical Tutor. Yuriko trigger number 2 is Cyclonic Rift. Everybody take 2. I think we're going to cast Gilded Drake and target Thrasios. No, you have that Seedborn Muse, and it's just going to get just so much advantage. I will pass the turn then.
Draw a card. Cast Faithless Looting. I have a hand full of spells, so I'm going to be discarding some good shit, which is stinking. Discarding Dismember and Imp's Mischief. I'm going to cast Thoughtseize is the one that I kept, weirdly enough, and it's going to be you, Cam.
Mystical Tutor, Spell Pierce, Scalding Tarn, Exotic Orchard, Demonic Consultation, Force of Will, and Cyclonic Rift.
Disgusting. Force of Will. Cast Blood Moon.
I'm going to Mystical Tutor. It's going to be Force of Negation. It happens.
Activate Inventor's Fair. Tutor Mana Crypt to my hand. Let Blood Moon resolve.
Pass the turn.
Draw. Move to combat. Gilded Drake coming at you, Cam. Cast Seedborn Muse. All right, that's it.
I draw a card. Cast Mana Crypt. Cast Armageddon.
Fuck off.
Man, hell of a movie. I've got nothing for that.
I guess I'll float 3 in response.
Yeah, this game sucks.
All right, I will play my land for turn. Pass the turn.
All right, I still have a mana, 2 mana. We're going to give Mothus Changeling Flying here. Changeling at Nate. Infiltrator at Dylan. Yuriko at Nate. Gingerbrute at Nate.
I have effects. This is certainly, I don't even know what, I don't think this improves my chances of winning, but I think it decreases Cam's chances of winning. Thus, which increases my chances of winning? I'll sacrifice 3 treasures and cast Fire Covenant as my last card in hand. The amounts of damage will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That. I will pay 9 life. You still have the Spell Pierce, don't you? Fucking A, yeah, give it to me.
Well, I am going to Spell Pierce it.
Can you guys help with that in any way?
I'm going to Swan Song the Spell Pierce.
Man, that blows. Okay, well, I guess that all happens. All right, well, I get a 2/2. Yeah, so these all die. That dies. I guess I'll pass the turn.
All right, I have no cards in hand, and I have no lands, and a Blood Moon. Okay, this is so great. Draw a card. It's a 6-drop. The most expensive card in my deck. Pass turn.
Draw. I'm going to move to combat. I'm swinging 5 at Nate. Second main. I'm going to cast a Lotus Petal, crack that right away, and tap for 2 here. Cast the last card in hand, which is a Fabricate. I'm going to get a Mana Crypt, and I'm not casting it. I'm leaving it in hand. Pass turn.
End of turn, I will top untap, roll for Crypt, and draw for turn. Land for turn. Pass the turn.
Draw a card. Cast Imperial Seal. Go to combat. Nate for 3. Pass the turn.
In my upkeep, I actually do think I'm going to sacrifice my last treasure here to top. 1, 2, 3. Draw a card, pass.
Draw. I'm going to move to combat. Nate, I'm going to come at you for 5. Cast a Mana Crypt. Pay 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Kinnan.
I'll counter.
That mana drain from earlier.
I completely fucking forgot.
Scrub.
Pass turn.
End of turn, I will top. I'm going to lose. No damage. Play land for turn. Knowledge Pool.
I have Force Negation, in which I'm just going to exile Cyclonic Rift.
Go.
All right, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack Dylan for 2, Nate for 1. I am going to ninjutsu in Yuriko. So damage, take 2, take 1. Rain of Tears, a mountain. Recast Memnite and pass the turn.
Draw a card. Pass my turn.
If you would attack me with Thrasios on
Take 3.
Crypt Trigger, I might be dead.
I figure he's going to swing at you more than I need to, maybe.
Draw for turn. Ponder. I'm going to put them back in this order. And draw a card. Move to combat. I've got 2 coming at you, Nate, and I've got 3 coming at you, Cameron. Second main, I will pay 2 and 1 green, cast a Rex Sage. We're going to target Mox Diamond. Pass the turn.
I will take 3 damage from Mana Crypt. Land for turn. Pass turn. I think I have exactly 1 out.
Go to combat. Attack Dylan for 2. Nate for 1. Yuriko trigger. Universal Automaton. Everyone take 1. What's cool is that that's a card I can cast off of a thing there. Pass, yeah.
Draw a card. Pass my turn.
Upkeep, rolling for Mana Crypt, taking 3, draw for turn, move to combat. Attacks are just going to be Gilded Drake at Cameron. I want the Blood Moon to stay alive, so I need to hope that Cameron can't send lethal at you, which means I need Nate to be alive because I think Nate being alive is going to force Cameron to attack Nate. Cast an Incubation Druid. Pass turn.
Mana Crypt. Let's see it. Dead.
I didn't call it, though.
All right, here comes my turn then. Draw for turn. That's interesting. All right, go to combat. Attack Dylan for 2 in the air, and then 2 ninjas.
I'll block the Changeling, the 1/1.
Before damage, cast Pongify targeting Yuriko.
Dispel the Pongify.
Sure.
Damage 3, and then Yuriko triggers. Mystic Remora. Pass the turn.
Oh, yeah. Pass turn.
Untap draw. I did not roll for crypt. That's my bad. Move to combat. Rex Sage, Seedborn Muse, and Gilded Drake are coming at you, Cameron.
I'm going to put Thrasios in front of Seedborn Muse, and I'm going to trade Rex Sage with Memnite.
Okay. Second main, Adapt Incubation Druid.
Okay, so Incubation Druid can only make mana of the lands that you control. Unfortunately, Tyler has no lands right now, so he incubated the Druid with no Druid to incubate. I don't know what to tell you. He's just, I don't know.
It happened.
Realistically, I don't think it actually impacted the outcome of the game. I mean, it did. He would have had to win a turn later.
He couldn't cast Kinnan on with this for a while until he got a land.
Pass turn, untap.
Play Manamo, attack Dylan for lethal.
I die.
Yuriko trigger. Commandeer. You take 7, Tyler. So second main. All of my mana is completely freed up at this point now. Although Exotic Orchard does not make any colors of mana. Just pass the turn.
Draw. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll for mana. Take 3, past Kinnan. I will move to combat. Come at you for 5.
Before blocks, untap target legendary permanent and put it in front of Seedborn Muse. I take 3.
Ship the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to fetch, draw. Play Underground River. Pass the turn.
In end step. 1, 2, 3. Blue, 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 blue. Green, green. To activate Kinnan. We will whiff. Move to my turn. Upkeep. Roll for mana crypt. No damage. Draw off return. Move to combat. I'm going to attack you with just a Gilded Drake. Second main. Cast a Soul Ring. 3 more colorless. Float. Blue, 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 blue. Green, green. 7 to activate Kinnan. Take a Conch Sphinx. I will then move to end step.
Awkwardly hard cast Submerge. Gilded Drake. Go to my turn. Draw.
Draw 2.
Gilded Drake.
1, 2, 3. Blue, blue. Cast a Force of Will. Targeting Gilded Drake.
Force of Will happens. Man, I'm gonna lose this game big time. Pass turn.
In end step, I'll generate 1, 2, 3, plus another 4, plus another 2. Leave 2 blue floating, and use the other 7 for Kinnan. Llanowars. Upkeep, roll for mana crypt. Take 3, go to 10. Draw for turn. Move to combat. I'm going to come at you with a 3/5 and a 4/6 flyer.
Chump the 4/6 flyer with our burb. Take 3.
Move to end step.
Activate Thrasios. Reveal Temporal Trespass.
Draw trigger, draw 2. I'm going to activate Kinnan here. Top 5. Go to your turn. Untap.
Draw. Cast Cover of Darkness. I'm going to say ninjas gain fear. Combat. Yuriko, attack you.
Try and baby rift Yuriko.
I guess I'm going to try to commandeer it. Exile, Temporal Trespass, and Mystic Remora. I think it's going to be the Sphinx.
I am going to cast Force of Vigor, exiling Queer Elves, targeting Cover of Darkness. Move to blocks. I will use this chunky boy to block Yuriko, the 3/5.
Pass a turn.
In end step, activate Kinnan, leaving blue floating. Birds of Paradise. Untap.
Attack
Draw.
wins.
If he blocks the biggest thing is this, he still takes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We're gonna count this as a Kinnan win. Unfortunately,
He wins this game.
a lot of Kinnan's
Yeah.
wins are in like 3-player games or something happens. Kinnan's a good deck. We're counting this as a Kinnan win. That was a long game. There was a couple mistakes. We're gonna move on from it. Unfortunately, there's also no game 3 because guess why? More mistakes. So this week we're only getting 2 games. Kind of bummed that Happy Anya didn't get to do much this game. I wasn't able to find lands. I wasn't able to really get through my deck. I think Kinnan's a really powerful deck.
Kinnan is always going to be a very powerful
I think
deck.
it's Yuriko is also very good.
I really like playing this deck. I mean, you get to play the Fish Consult line. Lavinia didn't really get to showcase too much what she can do.
Honestly, though, what Lavinia does is kind of nothing. Is just stop everyone else from
I
doing
guess she
stuff.
did showcase
and the
what she
Armageddon
can do.
did do that. Unfortunately, Nate wasn't able to find the planes in the right amount of time to get Lavinia out. If Nate could have followed up the Armageddon with Lavinia, I think the game would have been much different because
Agreed.
he had the knowledge pool. Although it did get countered, you wouldn't have been able to counter it at that point because you countered it for free and Lavinia would have been out.
Exactly.
Look at my shirt. You should put this in the video.
If you want to buy a shirt like this, you can get it right here at bonfire.com/play-to-win.
If you'd like to get some tokens, you can donate to one of the Black Lives Matter organizations that are listed here and email your receipt to playtowinmtg@gmail.com along with your address, and we'll get that shipped right out to you.
And if you want to support us on Patreon, you can do that here as well. That really means a lot. Thanks for watching.
See you guys next time.
Also, real quick, throughout the month of August, the gameplay videos might not be happening as much. And when I say they might not, they're only happening on the first weekend of August and then not the rest. The rest of August, we're gonna be doing some different type of videos. We're gonna be doing some deck tech, some other type of stuff, just to give us some time to have a little bit more of a backlog, a little bit more breathing room, so that come September, we can start fresh with some new play mats. So we're kind of relaunching in September. And also, if you're a Patreon, there will be a bonus video that'll have a couple of gameplays in it for bonus patrons.